Hello, humans and cephalopods. Welcome to the stream. My name is Scood, and I'm going to try something a little bit different today. I have no history whatsoever with the Danganronpa series. I have never played it. I don't know who any of these people are, and I don't want to know. All I want to do is rank them for very arbitrary reasons. So in Photoshop, I have prepared a little thing here with all the characters from each of the games. Right now, this is just going to be the first game, Trigger Happy Havoc. There's a few things that I would like to rate all these characters based on, and this might change throughout the course of the stream. Do I trust this character? Do I like their design? And would I hang out with them? And with no other knowledge about them, I'm going to give my best shot at guessing who they are, what they're about, what their personality is like, and I'm going to rank them. So starting off, this is Monokuma. I have all their names, by the way, so I at least know what their names are. Just starting from a design standpoint. Really cool design. Whatever's going on with the eye and the mouth and everything. The duality of the black and the white. It's very basic, but it's very sinister and cute at the same time. Probably around a C tier. Next up is Makoto Naegi. I'm sensing some like pretty standard protagonist vibes here. He's got that like main character anime boy hairstyle and the kind of look to his face. Definitely seems like someone I could trust. Seems like I could talk to him about my problems. Would I hang out with him? Maybe. He seems a little too serious for me. Like if I'm having some trouble, I could come to this dude. He'd help me out a little bit. Design-wise, he's got a nice jacket. He's got an alright fashion sense. I don't know. There's kind of like a blazer jacket combo going on here that's kind of questionable at best. Fuck my rankings. Monokuma's a little bit higher in B tier. He's kind of cool looking. This guy's C tier. He's kind of boring. Next up is Kyoko Kirigiri. I'm kind of a sucker for like the white-haired, straight bangs kind of look, so that's already winning points in my book. Very inquisitive person. Probably likes to do a lot of solve a lot of mysteries. Maybe some Scooby-Doo Mystery Inc. going on right here. I would definitely trust this person. It seems like they're probably on the side of good and just want to do the right thing. Probably wouldn't hang out with her, though. It seems like she might be a little bit too, she's trying to figure out the mystery of who ate her snacks rather than, wanting to just watch some fucking Tom and Jerry or something. A little bit away from the S tier, but she's definitely an A tier just from the design alone. Next up is Byakuya Togami. This guy's not winning anything right here. Kind of got a stuck-up prissy boy look to him. Maybe has some childhood trauma that's keeping him from opening up to others. Not someone I would really talk to or trust. I feel like I could tell him things and he wouldn't tell anyone, but he would use it against me, he'd be like, oh, well, you said this and that. So Byakuya, I'm just gonna gloss right over this and put him down in the C tier, maybe a little bit below our first guy. I already forgot his name. He's gonna go down here. Next up, we got Toko Fukawa. She's definitely got some underlying darkness. Definitely don't trust her for 1 second. Kind of cute, but not really. She's kind of got a look to her of just she will snap at you at a moment's notice. Definitely not trustworthy. Would not want to be anywhere near her. She's the type that would act all I'm doing what's best for everyone. Why don't you trust me? And then come behind me with a knife and stab me. Design is also a little bit a little boring. It's just a girl in a schoolgirl uniform, glasses, and look, her icon's kind of crazed too. I'm gonna put her higher than the other two, but she's still a C tier. I'm guessing that's her. I don't see anyone else who could be her. She's got the outfit and the... Next up, we got Aoi Asahina. Another one that seems like she just wants to do the right thing. Maybe a little bit spunky and combative. She's gonna put you in your place if you say something wrong. Design... It's just a person, Which, it's not really it's not really something that's a negative trait for someone. Oh, you're just a person, so you're kind of boring. No, but I don't know, it's a girl in a tracksuit, another, the fashion sense isn't even there, really. It's okay, alright. So, I'm gonna put her, again, in the C tier. Maybe, honestly, a little bit, lower than this dude. I like this dude, I think he's chill. I would hang out with her, I would trust her, but something about it's just putting it down in the C tier for me. Sorry, Aoi. Next up is Yasuhiro Hagakure. I like this dude right here. I feel like, A, I would trust him, B, I would hang out with him. I like his design. The crazy hair is a little wild. The jacket on button-up shirt on button-up shirt, he's got layers to him, both as a character and in clothing. Maybe there's something more fucked up about him that I'm not aware of, but he just seems like someone that I would hang out outside. We'd be chilling at a balcony, kind of like looking out at the stars and be like, so what's been going on with you, man? Like, what's going on in your life? And we would just like chat for the night, crack a few jokes. Yasuhiro is gonna be a solid A tier. Borderline S tier. I don't know, there's something about him that's not quite in the S tier, but he's definitely up in A tier. Is he higher than that chick? Probably, yeah. I would much rather spend time with this dude. I think definitely he's gonna be up there in the high A tier. Again, borderline S. There's just something about him that's not quite pushing him to S. Maybe it's just like the design might be drawing it back a little. The hair is maybe just a tad bit too insane. The clothing's a little bit lackluster. I don't know. But that's where I'm going to put him for right now. It might change later. Next up, Sayaka Maizono. I mean, it's another schoolgirl outfit character. Long hair. She seems like the type that's maybe popular and nice to everybody, but like secretly she's like really bitter about everyone else. Maybe another C tier here. I don't have much to say about her. Actually, she's gonna go maybe low B tier. I can respect someone who is two-faced and has like a hidden agenda. You know what? I don't know if that's what she's like, but that's where I'm gonna put her. All right, Leon Kuwata. Well, buddy, first off, you got blood splatters on your shirt. That's already a bad sign. You're wearing a safety pin on your dude. Your beard. You tied your beard. I like his design. It's a fun design. Do I trust this man with the blood splatter on his shirt? Maybe that's a red herring. Maybe it's paint, you know? Maybe he's just a messy eater. Maybe there was hot dogs down at the cafeteria and he dropped one on his lap and it spilled all over his shirt. Maybe someone was bullying him and threw, like, fruit punch on him, you know? Who am I to judge? Well, I mean, that's my whole point. I'm here to judge. He seems... Okay, so I like his design. I would not trust him. I would probably hang out with him. A very shallow friendship, but maybe if I get to know him more, maybe this blood splatter is like a misunderstanding. Maybe a high B tier. Borderline low A, but definitely high B. Next up is Chihiro Fujisaki. Your typical cheerful girl. Again, this could be a red herring, but the vibe I'm immediately getting is she's the girl that wants everyone to get along, wants this all to work out, but will get shit done when the time comes to it. I feel like Chihiro wants a good ending for all, but isn't able to get it, and she realizes that she's not able to get it. She's probably one of the first ones to be killed off, I'm guessing. Would I hang out with her? Yes. Would I trust her? Yes. Do I like her design? Not really. It's just a very... At least from this image that I have, is just too much like basic, cheerful, naive girl in a murder game. So that's gonna dock her some points. I'm gonna put her maybe low B, high C. We're gonna mix it up a little bit. I'm gonna put her above this guy, and I'm gonna actually move this girl down to low C tier. All right, next up we have Monoda Owada. I like him. I like his design a lot. The whole like gangster with the pompadour style. I've always loved those types of characters in any anime that I've watched. It's funny, I don't really like shows that are based around those types of characters, but when those characters appear in those kinds of shows, I like them. A common trend I see with these types of characters, these like punk characters, is that he puts on a real tough front, but when push comes to shove, he's the one you can trust the most. He's the one that like has the biggest heart and is like, I'm just doing this for my brother. I'm just doing this for my family, you know, like, I'm not here to kill anyone, like, I'll hurt someone if I have to, if you mess with me, but, like, I think if I get on his good side, I don't give him a reason to have any problems with me, him and I could get along. Monoda, you are gonna go low A tier. We got another contender in the A tier, definitely low A tier, because I do like these other characters a little bit more. We got a low A tier. Good job, buddy, I'm proud of you. Kiyotaka Ishimaru. Oh boy. Strongly follows the rules. Everything has to be by the books. Desires order above all else. You can talk to him, you can trust him, but he's very hard to talk to. Like, he will listen to your concerns, and as long as it falls into the natural order that things should be going in, he'll absolutely fight for it. I don't like him, though. I don't like these types of characters in general. His eyebrows are very overpowering. And I feel like he'd rather just yell at me about doing the right thing rather than, I don't know. I don't like him. Sorry, Kiyotaka. I really don't like him. I'm putting him down to D tier. He's just too much for me. He's too intense. And actually, come to think of it, I'm moving these two down to D tier. But he's definitely top of D tier. No, I like him a little bit more than this girl. All right, Hifumi Yamada. Oh boy. So here we have the Redditor with his upvote tie. Why does he have a pointed hairstyle? I don't like his hairstyle. I feel like this guy's really stuck up. Like he thinks he's better than everyone and knows everything, and he's like, you should have been listening to me the whole time. I know what's best. I know what the true story is. Listen to me. Oh, you're all stupid. You're gonna regret it. D tier. Sorry, buddy. You're just striking me as like a obnoxious dude that I probably wouldn't get along with. Celestia Ludenberg. All right, S tier. Instant S tier. I do not trust her for even a second. She's got a hidden agenda. She's hiding something from me. She's definitely got a past, and she's definitely got a plan. She would kill me without a moment's notice if needed, but she is really cute. So, I mean, that says everything you need to know, if I'm being honest. Honestly, the whole, like, the spiral twin tails look, I think that's great. And then she's got, like, the straight bangs, the black and red aesthetic. S tier easy. Sakura Ogami. All right, she's looking pretty tough. See, I feel like I'm being baited here. I feel like it's like I'm supposed to look at this character and go, oh, this is just a meathead who only cares about strength and, like, is actually very compassionate underneath the surface and, like, you don't trust a book, don't judge a book by its cover. But I feel like maybe that in and of itself is the bait and switch. Maybe I'm meant to believe that that's all this character is, and therefore I lower my guard and I'm like, all right, actually it's this type of character. And then it's like, no, it actually was someone who was very strong and a meathead and muscle bound. I don't know. The overtly muscular characters don't always do that much for me. Oh, Sakura. Sakura-chan. Where the fuck are you? Going down in the D tier. Maybe about here. All right, Junko Enoshima. The very little bit that I know about this girl is that she's the main antagonist or one of the main antagonists. You can also tell from her hair clips that she's linked somehow to Monokuma and the gang. I don't trust her for a second. She's the type that would toy with me and mess with me and laugh at me as I writhe on the ground. Instant S tier, easy, no cap. No, honestly, like the duality of the design is very nice. It's a very cute character, and I don't know, I find the more, like, crazy ones to be a lot more interesting, you know? Like, maybe she's very full of herself, very sure of herself, definitely S tier. Mukuro Ikusaba, very driven by maybe a past grudge, really wants the right thing to happen and wants her revenge plot to come to fruition. Kind of boring, honestly. Oh, also, wait. Oh, this character has 2 entries. Does she have, like, a crazy alter ego? Okay, the crazy alter ego can go higher then. The normal girl can go lower. I don't know the story. Do not tell me. Who am I looking for? God, she was so basic that I forgot. I'm sorry. Is she so basic that she didn't get a spot on this tier list? She might just actually not be here. Cool. F tier, though. Just for the record. Next, we have Jin Kirigiri, who seems to be related to Kyoko Kirigiri. How that is, I'm not sure. Maybe an older brother or maybe a father. He's got the very basic, like, police chief captain kind of look to him, like, doesn't always play by the books, like, he just wants to see the results, but he also wants to do the right thing, even if it goes against, like, the books or whatever. So, I would trust him, I would give him information. I feel like he's not the type to backstab people. When push comes to shove, he's the one that's making shit happen. Whether that's good or bad, I don't know. I'm gonna put him in, like, high C tier, maybe. I don't know, that character type, if that's actually what he's like, that's roughly where I would put him. Like, I do vibe with those types of characters. Actually, you know what? I'm putting them up there. Alright, so that's it for the first game. Oh, wait. Hold on. We have one more in here. Alright. I don't know if you noticed, but I had her in the background over there the whole time. So, Alter Ego. Again, going into this having no idea who any of these characters are. All I do know is that she bears an awfully striking resemblance to Chihiro. My guess is that Alter Ego is an AI computer-generated copy. I'm guessing that she somehow got uploaded into a computer form, maybe because she died early on and they tried to bring her back, maybe because she knew something, or because there's something about her that's important to the plot. I'm cool with robot, like, AI girls. I think that's pretty chill. More interesting than the base character, in my opinion. Like, I remember there was in Assassination Classroom, there was a character like this, too. I mean, it probably was nothing like it in terms of plot, but not on this list as far as I can tell. But I would probably put her right between these two. Maybe low B. Higher than the base girl, but not much higher. Alright, so that's it for the first game. Moving on to the second game here. Goodbye Despair. So here's where I start to point something out that was a little bit unfortunate regarding spoiling myself about the story. When getting the names of the characters from the wiki page that I was on, some of them were classified together as the same character with multiple names. So, for instance, these next two I know are directly related, as in they are the same person. So first we have Hajime Hinata. Very boring, standard protagonist look to him again. I feel like I could probably talk to this dude. I feel like I could trust him. Very boring looking, though. Very basic. He's less interesting than the main character from the first game, just in terms of pure aesthetics. Probably the lowest we have right now, D tier. Definitely not an F tier, but a solid low D. And then his, like, alternate form, whatever this means, is Izuru Kamukura. He's got a spooky air to him. Definitely lost his humanity in some way. Much more powerful. Still very boring, though. Ooh, he's got longer hair now. Ooh, he's got red eyes. Ooh, how spooky. Ooh, I don't know about this, guys. I think we should watch out for him. Yeah. Pretty low tier still. Not much of an upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless. I'm gonna put him, like, right there-ish. Still D tier. Probably a very interesting character in the story, but since I don't know the story, there's not much I can say about him. Sorry, bud. Alright, Chiaki Nanami. Is that a Galaga hairpin? That looks like something straight out of Galaga. Hold on. Is it Galaga? Yeah, that looks like the Galaga ship. That 100% looks like the Galaga ship. Right? That's not just me, right? I mean, it's not the Galaga ship. But it bears a very striking resemblance to it. I mean, that already gets points from me, if you're being honest here. What is this, some kind of arbitrary ranking where I don't know the characters and I base it off of very stupid things? Cute design. I like the hairstyle. I like the outfit. I feel like I could talk to her. I feel like she'd listen to me. I'm gonna put her maybe like A tier. Where in A tier, though, do I want to put her? Probably right below Crazy Hair Dude, right there. It's a very close match between these two, though. Now, this motherfucker right here is probably the most posted character of all of Danganronpa. This motherfucker, Nagito Komaeda. I see this dude's face everywhere. What's that mean? What's that meme again? Everywhere I go, I see his face. Everywhere I go. Is there already a meme made about this? No, there's not. Okay, so we gotta make this real quick. Hold on. We're making this meme in real time right now. There we go. That's how I feel about this character. And just for that, I am inclined to dislike him. But I will not do that. I will judge him fairly. Just as I have with all the other characters. Completely fairly. I feel like I could talk to this dude. He seems pretty chill. I don't know if I want to trust him, but I'm gonna choose to. I'm gonna be naive and I'm gonna trust this dude. It might fuck me over later, but it seems like he might be having a hard time. I'm gonna go with... There he is. Alright, I'm not putting him in F tier. I'm not putting him in F tier. Put down the pitchforks. I'm not putting him there. I'm putting him in low D. No, I'm kidding. Probably B tier. Right around there. Will that get people to point knives at me? Probably. I don't know. I don't love the design. Like, I see what they're going for, and I respect it, but just in terms of, like, overall vibe I get from them, it doesn't interest me. I'm sure when I play the games, I'll have a different opinion. Now, here's another one that has, like, two names next to each other. The Servant. And it's very clear, like, it's obvious they're the same character or very closely linked. It's literally just Nagito in bondage, so... I mean, is he on this list? Maybe he's not even on this list. Well, Since it's just Nagito in bondage, just imagine he's up in S tier. I don't know, probably a little bit lower. It's going too much into the edgelord factor that it's not really interesting to me. Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu. This strikes me as another prissy rich kid who always gets his way, except this one might be like mafia boss kind of rich kid. Like he will kill to gain for himself. Kind of a jerk. Don't trust him for a moment. I value my fingers and want them to stay right where they are. I'm staying away from this dude. He'll probably try to win me over with some smooth talking, and I'll go along with it, but like I'll go along with it in a way of like, yeah, totally, dude, and then like kind of nudge myself away a little bit, you know? Fuyuhiko, not a super interesting design for me. I've never really been interested in the snobby, power-hungry rich kids. I'm gonna put him with other snobby rich kid right here. Actually, probably a little lower, because these kids all seem a lot more interesting. Alright, Akane Owari. Her power is having boobs. She seems like the older sister type, always wants to get her way and kind of pulls you into it. Gives you the whole lecture of like, let's go drinking together, and then she gets really flirty and leans on you and talks about her traumatic past and the shit that she's going through, and you're just like, alright, like the best example I can give of the character trope that I think that she fits, Misato Katsuragi from Evangelion. And I don't really care for that, if I'm being honest. And that's probably not at all what she's like, but I don't know. Probably putting her similar to this girl. Maybe a little lower. Sonia, never mind. Her power is changing her mind about things. She's like, well, her name is literally Sonia, never mind. I'm not making that up. She strikes me as rich girl, maybe like CEO of a company, kind of like daughter of the CEO of a company, but she has a lot of sway in the company. She's a little bit bratty about it too. Gets really angry and upset when things don't go her way. Cute design. I like her hair a lot. That is like a photorealistic gem too. Like, what is happening right there? Like, we have all this like anime thick lines and then just like photorealistic pendant. I would rank her maybe high B tier just because of the design. I think it's a really nice design. All right, let's see. I'm gonna put her up, higher, right there. I will definitely say the cute girl points, definitely put them higher in the list. I'll be just straight up honest. Like, waifu status definitely does give them more points. Next is Kazuichi Soda. More like Sprite, am I right? Because his last name's Soda? More like Kazuichi Dr. Pepper. Got him. Alright, real talk. This is very much the Aniki type character. Like, you fuck around with him, you have a good time, he's got your back. But he also likes getting into dangerous situations. He's the type that'll be like, yo, let's just do it, man. Like, come on. It's no big deal. Like, whatever. Let's go. Let's have some fun, dude. He looks like the human manifestation of the McDonald's, right? Yeah, so this guy is actually a McDonald's worker. Notice the yellow outfit for the yellow arches. Nah, but this dude, I don't know. His character design, his teeth are too sharp. That's weird to me. I don't like him. Maybe B tier. Oh, he looks a lot happier there. I'm gonna put him in B tier, maybe right below Nagito. I feel like he's the type that I would be very interested in when I'm playing the game. But just on, like, first appearances, I look at him like, it's not really the character design that I vibe with. Okay, so for this next character, I need to put some different music on. So the next character is named... Ultimate Imposter. The fact that his name is Ultimate Imposter makes me think he thinks he's great, but he's not. Like, I can get away with anything. I'm so sneaky. But it's like, dude, we know it's you. Like, come on. It's like, oh, well, it's kind of suspicious that I was over there, that I sabotage comms, isn't it? Dude, we know you're not the imposter this round. Like, stop trying to throw off our trail. I'm gonna call an emergency meeting. I think it's green. Got him. Get out of here, imposter. But it wasn't. This is the type of dude you don't want to play games with because he just makes it awful for everyone. Right around there. Oh, look, they're both cross-armed looking opposite directions. They just don't like each other. Oh, they don't like each other. All right, next up is Teru Hanamura. Is that his brain over there? Are we looking at his brain? Oh, that's uncomfortable. Why did I not notice that before? I don't like how that looks. This guy just wants to cook. All he cares about is cooking. We're gonna be like, there's a dead body on the floor, right? And we're like, ah, fuck, who could have done this? Oh, we need to get to the bottom of this. And he just comes in with a full platter, like, eat up, everyone. It's like, dude, Teru, not right now, dude. Like, we're trying to figure this out. Oh, nonsense. You can't figure it out on an empty stomach. Listen, I've cooked up a great meal with all my special seasonings that I have invented in my years over in Italy, and you'll never taste anything quite as delicious. Come on, give it a try. And you're like, dude, come on. Like, there's a dead body here. He's like, oh, dead body, whatever. I don't care. I've seen dead bodies before. No big deal. And then you notice on the dead body, there's a fork sticking out of the body, and it's like, wait a second. And then they all look at him, and he's just like, he gives a little shrug, and he's like, what? He was getting in the way of my prepping. His design's more interesting than some of the other characters here, but again, it's not really doing much for me. I'm gonna put him right around here. More interesting than the characters below him, but still isn't doing much for me personally. All right, Mahiru Koizumi. All right, cute points, put her way at the top. Cute redhead. Likes photography. Yeah, easy one. This is an S tier. Do I need to say more about this character? Freckles definitely are a solid plus. When there's a dead body, right? Instead of taking a picture for evidence and immediately reporting it, she has to get the right lighting, the right angle. Like, she's so hyper-focused on it. Peko Yama? Or Piko Yama? I think it's Peko Yama. I really like her design. The white, it's always the white hair that does it for me. The white-haired characters, male, female, or otherwise, I always love white-haired characters. The eyes, the glasses, also pluses. Looks like maybe a gun or a sword, so she knows how to use a weapon. Okay, silver hair, white hair, you know what I mean. High A tier is what I'm thinking right now. You know what? I'm moving this guy up to S tier. I feel like we've formed some more trust over the course of the stream so far. High A tier. Ibuki Miyoda. Oh boy. Mid-2000s scene girl. It's a cute aesthetic. She cares more about her style than anything. I see two routes this character taking. Either she's actually super nice and really easy to get along with, or she puts up that front for the cute aesthetic, but then when nobody's looking, it's trash-talking everybody, right? I'm gonna go with low A tier. Definitely up there. Very cute aesthetic. A little higher than this girl. No, I like the more proper character there. But definitely around there. Alright, cool. Next character, though. Hiyoko Sayonji. I'm getting Ace Attorney vibes here. I feel like her hair could kill someone. Like a scythe or something, right? Maybe she's the type that's, like, very cutesy. Will say something really awful to you and then laugh it off. And it's like, I'm just kidding, moron. I don't know. My trust issues are through the roof when it comes to Danganronpa characters. I don't like her hair. I think it's too on the nose, over the point. I'm gonna put her, just in terms of pure interest levels, around there. Actually, Crazy Girl's a little more interesting looking. Maybe around there. Alright, next up is Mikan Tsumiki. Alright, she's got the straight cut bangs that I told you that are super like. She has an apron in case of blood splatters getting on her. She's got a bandage on her arm, so she's got some problems going on. She doesn't like to show her emotions too much. She tries to keep to herself. Maybe on the edge of insanity. Maybe she's like trying to keep it together but failing. Interesting, layered, cute. A tier. Where's she at though? Mikan, I think was her name. There we go. I just had to call out to her. There she is. Yeah, right there. Alright, we have Nekomaru Nidai, aka Jotaro Kujo from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 3. I just get Jotaro vibes from him, so like, you know, tough guy, he brushes things off, he does care deep down, but he doesn't like to show it. Always keeping up the tough guy persona, never cracking that persona. When he gets shy or embarrassed, he just says, you know, something like that. Good heart, very good heart, but will kill if needed, you know? You wrong him or his friends or family, you're going to die. What was it with the, what was the thing? It was, nice watch. Too bad you won't be able to see it when I break it. Your face, that is. Exactly, you know, like, it's Jotaro. That's the vibe I get from him. I like his design. I think he's cool looking. He's gonna go high B tier. Mix around some characters a little bit. I think that's pretty accurate right there. He's low A, she becomes high B. All right, next up is Gundam Tanaka. I love Gundam. Wait, hold on. We need to put on his song. I have to wait for it to build up before I talk about him. Alright, so this dude right here, clearly the hamsters love him, right? Animals trust him. He's a fighter of justice. He wants to protect all of the weaker creatures in this world. He wants to protect... Like, if he notices that you're not necessarily strong, you're kind of weak, he'll be your hero of justice. He will protect you, he will fight for you, he will sacrifice himself for you. And he's always doing the right thing, you know? He pulls the scarf up over his mouth to hide his identity, but we all know it's him, you know? Good old Gundam. He's going up the A tier. He's not quite an S tier for me, but he's up in the A tier. Maybe right around there. A little bit higher than Psycho Sword Girl. No, he's S tier. He's got to be above Porcupine. I like his design a lot. I don't know. Literally, you watching me put him higher and higher was my brain thinking about him more and being like, I do like him. I think he's cool. I don't know if that's his character type, but that's the vibe I get from him. I just like the song too. I got to vibe to it a little longer. All right. Enough. Next is Usami, and this is another one of those characters where it was two names next to each other, so I know that these two are related in some way, but I am going to rate them individually. Usami and Monomi. Usami, I don't know, like, Monokuma has got that cool bear aesthetic, right? I feel like anyone else who gets that aesthetic in this, it kind of becomes like, they knew they had something good, and then they milked it, you know? Like, we don't need more bear characters. I know this is, like, more of a bunny character, but, like, Monomi is going to be pretty low tier. I don't know, the whole diaper, stuck-out belly button aesthetic, not really doing it for me. The angel aesthetic, though, maybe low D tier, but not higher than that. Now, it looks like Usami is not on this list, maybe because they are the same character in some regard. I don't know how, and I'm not going to look into why, but I'm still going to stick to F tier for that one. Next up, Natsumi Kuzuryu. Clueless girl, got roped into it, doesn't belong here. Real airhead, sees the best in people, will walk up to a murderer and be like, oh, hey, how's it going? Thanks so much for helping me out. And he's like, oh, you got the wrong person. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sick. Thinks that she... Okay, her thing is that every once in a while, she's a little bit too good at figuring out what's going on, right? Like, she'll just blurt something out in the middle of a crowd like, oh, why don't we just do this? And everyone's just like, why the fuck didn't I think about that? Thanks, Natsumi. Like, okay. And then she'll do her little tee-hee. Oh, you're welcome. That's what I get from her. Like, she'll accidentally say something really brilliant once in a while, and you just look at her like, what? I vibe with the character. Not, like, up there in the high part of the... Is she an A tier? She's a B tier. Do I feel good about that? Again, this tier list is purely based on my speculations. Just a reminder, I do not know anything about these characters or what their actual character types are. I'm going to play through the Danganronpa series at one point in the future, and I'm going to redo this list. But that's where she's at right now, based on my own assumptions. Next, we got Sato. Cute hairstyle, very listless, kind of gave up on life, pretty nondescript. Her character type is literally just the, what's the point anyway? Kind of boring in that regard, in a story element. I would definitely get along with her and be friends with her and try to support her, but like, in terms of like, having her in a story, it doesn't strike me as the type that's interesting to learn or hear about. So uninteresting, in fact, that I don't... Oh, she's right there. Okay. I was like, she's not even on the list. More interesting to this dude, because she's waifu material, right? But still very not interesting. Put her a little higher, right there. All right, so that's it for Danganronpa Goodbye Despair. Next up, we have Ultra Despair Girls. Now, I'm definitely missing characters from this one. I'm just going to tell you that now. But I'm gonna pull up what I do have. All right, less characters here. Komaru Naegi, another do-gooder, wants the best in the world. Another kind of boring design. It's just like the very standard hairstyle, standard facial expression, standard outfit. She seems nice. I would get along with her. But in terms of a character, I'll put her in like a low B tier, honestly. She's a little more... is she, though? Okay, this girl's moving up a little bit. This guy's moving up. She's going to be high C. Is she, though? Let's see how I feel about putting her there. Little reordering real quick. Blue-haired girl is less interesting to me. So this is where we're at now. Monaka Towa. Very cute design. Like the hair. I feel like something really tragic happens to this character. In a series like this, it's always the cute, innocent ones that have the worst fate. I feel like there's probably some interesting backstory to her. Definitely is one of those characters like, you want to protect them. You want to take care of them, make sure no bad happens to them. From a design standpoint, maybe like a... right there. Mid to low B tier. Alright, next up is Masaru Daimon. This is the neighborhood kid that looks up to you. The one that wants to be tough, that always challenges you to a fight and loses. And he says, I swear I'll prove to you that I can be good. I'm good at this. Future anime protagonist, you know? The one that will protect his friends in times of need. I do like the design. It's very much that type of character, and yet still somewhat, I wouldn't say unique per se, but like stands out. Like if you put this archetype and a bunch of characters together, you could pick this one out from the crowd. Low B tier. Jataro Keimuri, I hate him. I don't like the design. Likes to tinker a lot. Fucked up his face while experimenting. Doesn't show his face to the world because it's all scarred and burned and bruised or something like that. Will create inventions for you and be really creepy and uncomfortable about it. Like, I made this for you. And you're like, oh, thanks, buddy. All of his inventions are a little bit too dangerous, but they do the job that they're looking for. Don't like the design at all, though. I really don't. Low D, honestly. I really don't like the design. Kotoko Utsugi, very cute design. This is the smug young girl who always acts like she's better than you and insults you constantly. I'd love to see you play all the games just so you can see how wrong you are for most of these. I'm looking forward to it, Liddy. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play all the games, maybe on stream, maybe off stream. I haven't decided yet. But once I've played them, I'm going to rewatch my tier list and live react to all of it. And just be like, oh no. Alright, so this character will make fun of you, but would still look out for you if needed, I feel. She's a brat. You don't like... You're like, oh, come on. Really, Kotoko? You're going to be like that? But you're like, alright, you know, I'll protect you. Really like the pink aesthetic and design, though. Gonna put her a little higher than the other girl here, just because I really like the aesthetic and design. Probably high B tier just for that. Mid to low A tier. Nagisa Shingetsu. So it's clear to me that all these kids here are somehow linked and related in the story. I hate his hair. He's the kid from this group who tries to be the smart one, the responsible older one. Maybe is a bit of a coward when push comes to shove, you know? But ultimately is like, my group comes first and I make sure that we're okay. I'm not doing this for you. He's very cold to the main character at first, but maybe opens up later on in the story. Again, not really liking the design, though. From the design alone, I'm putting it to, like, low D tier. Honestly, right next to the other kid. I like... Other kid's at least more interesting. No, I like this one more. Shirokuma. Now, I said with Monokuma, the aesthetic of the bear character got milked to death. I feel like this is unique enough and staying to the basic formula that it's not too bad, and it's still early on in the series where they haven't done it enough yet. This is the third game that was released, and this is the second bear character. The other one was like a bunny character. This one's a little bit more interesting. It's kind of beat up. You can tell it's still got like that sinister side to it, but maybe wants to do the right thing, or maybe doesn't. I don't know. But there's definitely some complexity to this character here that makes it a little bit more interesting. Monokuma's the OG. Shirokuma's gonna go a little bit lower. Probably lowest of B tier. Maybe high C tier. High C tier. So this one's called Kurokuma. If there's a Shirokuma, of course there's got to be a Kurokuma. Because They literally translate to black and white. I just don't like this character type in terms of aesthetic. Not really doing much for me, like the gangster Gastino look to him. But like the duality with Shirokuma at least is there's at least something going there, you know? Okay, here's my theory, having not played the games, right? We got Monokuma, Shirokuma, and Kurokuma. Monokuma, Shiro, which is white bear, and black bear. I'm guessing that these two represent the two halves of Monokuma, maybe like the white side, which is the good side. Notice the bandage over the eye, which is blocking this like red look to it. And over here, it's the eye patch blocking this side. So blocking the right side, blocking the left. So this one is more about like, has the flower, more about like the goodness, got beat up because it's too pure and good and gets mocked for it. Whereas this guy is leaning all into the dark side, like, he's got like his cigar, he's got like his chain and lock, you know, he's like, hey, I'm a mobster, I do what I want, you know, I get what I want, I roll how I want. So I'm guessing that's kind of like the good side and the dark side of Monokuma. And if I'm right about that, mega poggers right now. But Kurokuma, as far as aesthetic goes, pretty low. Higher than some of these, maybe around here. I really don't like that aesthetic in general. Like, it's really just not for me. Haiji Towa. Same name as Monoko Towa. Same last name, so they're probably brother and sister. He definitely tried to protect his sister. He seems like a good dude. I like his aesthetic. Seems like he maybe got messed with the wrong crowd. I don't feel a shred of, like, malice in this dude. He just looks like someone who got handed the wrong deck of cards in life, and he's just trying to work with it, you know? He seems very genuine. I would trust this dude. I would hang out with him. I would talk to him. I would want to help him out. He's gonna go maybe A tier. He seems really cool. Right around here, I think. Next, we have Yuta Asahina. Not interested. I'm gonna do my best, guys! Let's stop the bad guys! You know, that kind of character. Probably wrong, but, you know. Interesting bracelet. Maybe force it against their will into a death game. Maybe it's just a cool bracelet. Maybe it's a watch. I don't know. Boring design otherwise. Same vibes as this character, honestly, right here. More interesting than these two. Hiroko Hagakure. This is the mom character who flirts with you too much and then stands on the rooftop at night talking to, like, the rough and tough scientist dude about what they used to have and, like, man, life ain't so easy anymore, is it? The whole smoking thing's an immediate turn-off, though. She seems like another big sister type that you could talk to. You could have an honest heart-to-heart conversation about what's bothering you, and she'll give you some life advice or whatever, but then also tell you not to worry so much. I'm gonna say a C tier, right around here. Taichi Fujisaki seems like a very nice dude. Seems like he just wants the best in the world, and he keeps getting fucked over. When push comes to shove, he can get shit done, though. But my god, is his design boring. Alright, guys, I'll do what I can. I want to make sure that everyone's safe. I'm trying. I'll try. I'm sorry. Mid to low D tier. Kind of same with the boring dudes I put on the bottom, which I feel like is doing this character a disservice because he's probably a really genuinely good character. I get the vibe that he's a very good character that I would really love, but as of right now, not doing anything for me. Tokuchi Towa. I don't know. Awful dude. Wants results more than anything. Father of Monika and Haiji, just based off the last name. Probably put them through some awful shit. He's all like, you need to do this and that, or I will experiment on my children, or I will make sure that they are the best of their prime, or I don't know. He's just like an asshole. He's like the Gendo Ikari figure. The fucking Get in the Robot Shinji character. Yeah, I don't even know if he's on here. The Monokuma kids, which I'm pretty sure are also not on this list. I'm guessing these are just like fodder enemies in the game, or something like that, or like maybe the elite fodder enemies. Cute design. Kanen Nakajima. I don't know. This girl, she's like a prodigy, top of her class. Mysteriously vanished one day, maybe, and she's like the leading mystery of the series of this specific game. Like, you have to figure out what happened to her, maybe. Maybe she's still alive? I don't know. Maybe she's not. Maybe something happened to her. She's cute, though. I'm gonna put her, like, high B tier. She gives very similar vibes to Sonia. I think that was her name, Sonia, the Nevermind girl. Maybe slightly less interesting design, just because it's very, like, monotone. That's it for Ultra Despair Girls. Up next, we have the anime, actually. Okay. So this is from the third anime, because the first two, I guess, follow the first two games. And then this is like... Oh, that's not the character we're starting with. So this is the third part of the anime. So these characters only appear in the anime? Question mark? Maybe? So let's see what we got. We're starting with Kyosuke Munakata. Again, the white-haired dude. I like that. I like the white hair. I like the suit. He's a good-looking dude. What do I think of this dude? I think that he is the leading detective-esque character, maybe? Or maybe he's the head of some sort of company that's hiding something. He's very strictly business. He's very crafty. Honestly, like high A-tier vibes here. Or no, high A-tier. High B-tier vibes. Maybe right between those two girls right there. Next up is Chisa Yukizome. Got the ideal hair color. Takes care of the main character kind of character. Like, cuts through the tough guy facade and just like gets down to the like deeper, sweeter side and sees the best in everyone. Just a very pleasant person to hang around. Very energetic, very perceptive. Low A tier is what I'm feeling on this one. Somewhere around here. All right, Ryota Mitarai. Being pushed to his breaking point. A lot of responsibility falling on him. Can't keep up with everything. Really stressed out. About to snap. Not really interesting though. D tier. Right around there, honestly. Not the character archetype I'm most interested in. Daisaku Bandai. Bandai Namco. There we go. Perfect. I really like this guy's design. It's very uncanny. It's very uncomfortable, and I like that in a character design. This is the character that, you know there's something fucked up going on with him. You know that he's gonna mercilessly kill someone, but he's doing his best to put forth the, like, nice dude kind of persona, right? Design-wise, he's very high up on my list. It's so uncomfortable and uncanny. I love it. I really love it, honestly. Just from a design standpoint, I'd put him, like, low S tier, but I think he's more of an A tier overall. God, I just like all these characters a little bit more. He's going to be low A tier. Design-wise, high S tier. Overall, probably low A. Because all the other characters above him are just far more interesting to me. Okay, Great Gozu. Don't fuck with this character. But also, very boring. I don't know, like, the bull mask is cool, right? Don't get me wrong. It's just very standard bad guy thug with a mask kind of thing to me. Like, the mask design itself is very cool, but it's just muscular character with a mask. Maybe more interesting once the mask is removed and we learn more about the character, but Great Gozu, maybe not so great. Less interesting than these characters to me, honestly. Maybe right there. Still some interest to it, but very minimal. Kazuo Tengen. The kind old man, maybe father to this guy, or maybe not related at all, but like mentor figure to that guy. The old police chief who's retired now. You go to him for advice and sage wisdom. Shit starts hitting the fan, and like he comes out like, I always knew this day was coming. You fools didn't believe me though, and now look what's happening. You know, that kind of character. Maybe takes the reins of the investigation once things start falling apart and really gets shit done. I always like the old dude characters in anime and games and stuff. This design in general, though, with the pointed hair, as far as old guys go in anime, one of the less interesting ones. I'm feeling maybe like a low C tier. I think just barely beating out Booba. Seiko Kimura. Now look, I usually like the crazy chicks in anime. I feel like she's very unhinged. I don't want to know what's under that mask, though. And then the hair, you know, this strikes me as someone who uses their hair as blades. I don't really care for that. No, she's definitely got like sharp teeth or some sort of misfigured mouth. One of the less interesting female characters in the Danganronpa series, just in terms of design. A little bit too crazed. I like the ones that don't seem to be crazed, but actually are. This is going to be like a low D tier. Honestly, pretty low tier. Putting this guy down to F tier. I don't like putting people in F tier. That's why there's not many down here. I think that's about right, though. Maybe slightly more interesting than that dude. Koichi Kizakura. Okay, this dude I love. This guy has the aura of a character that I fuck with, you know? Like, definitely do not trust him for a moment. He is not a trustworthy dude. Would I get along with him? Absolutely. He's the guy that'll, like, come up behind you, put his arm over your shoulder, and be like, "Come on, man! Like, what do you say? You and I, like, we robbed this place, or like we scammed this guy, like, or oh, hey, just lend me a little bit of money, would you?" You say no, and he just kind of clicks his tongue, goes, "Suit yourself." Whatever. Very fun-loving and easygoing. Kind of scummy, but I don't know. I like that kind of character. I think those characters are very, very interesting. He is pretty high tier for me. He's gonna be like mid-A. Just because I really like that character type. Miyaya Gakogahara. Well, this is just Pavati. This is like a post-apocalyptic Pavati. Like, Scoot and Lucky die. She takes my scarf, because that's definitely the scarf that my character wears. That's definitely her hairstyle and eye color. This is just Pavati. No, but in terms of actual Danganronpa, Mystery Girl has a lot of information, shows up when she's most needed, and then disappears mysteriously. Maybe somehow deeply related to some of the darker underbelly of the story, and wants to be separate from it. Design-wise, she's pretty high up. She's got my red scarf, she's got the blue hair and blue eyes. It's pretty high tier just from the design alone. I'm putting S tier, honestly. Right about there. We can't do my boy Gundam like that. He can't go lower. She's right below Gundam. Alright, next is Ruruka Ando. I hate her design. I can tell you I would like this character in terms of, like, personality, but the fluffiness of her design pisses me off for some reason. I really hate it. There's no need for these. There's no need for any of this to be that fluffy. And then she's got shorts on with the fluffy thing. What point is she trying to prove right now? I don't like her. Low D. Slightly more interesting than those characters. Right around there, maybe. Juzo Sakakura. This is the tough guy who is directly involved with all the bad guys. Maybe he... I don't see him as the main bad dude. I see him as, like, the anti-hero type character where he, like, has a change of heart near the end and he just kind of smiles on his deathbed like, I guess you're not so bad after all. And then, like, here's the card key or whatever. Get out there and stop this madman. And then dies. Or, like, tell my wife I loved her, or my daughter. He seems like more like he has a daughter that he cares about or something. Tough guy, soft heart. Yeah, right there. Nah, he's low B. He's right here. Actually, I find these characters more interesting, though. Maybe I should move some of these up? No, because they're all C tier for me. He's also C tier. Right around there. Last but not least, we have Chiaki Nanami, which we've already ranked her, but she's shown separately in this anime, so this is probably a separate instance of her somehow. How exactly, I'm not sure, but she was listed specifically separately, so I included her here. Maybe it's an alternate universe type of thing, or like how like the other girl had like the alter ego, like computer version of her. Maybe this is a similar thing. Maybe it's the same character, maybe it's not. I don't know, but I feel like there's something specific about this character. Where did I put her before? High A? No, that's not her. Galaga hair girl. Oh, it is her. That is her. She looks less interesting here. That's why I didn't recognize her. Is she separate on this list? She's not in this list. But this outfit I would put lower. Maybe like mid to low B. But yeah, that outfit in the original one's nice. This one just seems like too much of the same color going on. Alright, that's gonna be it for this one. But next up is gonna be V3 Killing Harmony, which is the third game in the series, like in the main series. So first up we got Shuichi Saihara. Main character, a little bit of an edgelord, a little bit boring. High C, right there. Because I feel like there could be something interesting going on with this character. Kaede Akamatsu is next. A real go-getter, very serious, very perceptive, very into music based on the skirt. Probably a prodigy with music. I don't know, she seems a little bland. Probably also like a mid to low C tier. A little bit more interesting design than some of these characters. Right around there. Next up is K1B0, which was also written as Kibo, so I'm guessing I'm calling him Kibo. So there's robots now? So when I was going through the characters, V3 Killing Harmony had some of the most interesting character designs out of all of them. And by interesting, I mean, what the fuck is going on with this game? So Robot Boy, right? I think he's designed to be purely like a really good-hearted character, programmed to sniff out any bad shit. Probably a lot of weaponry involved. Interesting. I would say like, I'm thinking like a high B, mid B, low B, low B, right around here. Next up is Maki Harukawa, which is actually, believe it or not, the character I'm most familiar with from Danganronpa, just because I was following an artist on Twitter who designed their character after this girl and drew this girl a lot. So I have seen this character a lot because of this artist. I don't remember the artist's name, otherwise I would mention it here. Very cute design. Really good color usage. The blacks and the reds and the whites. Loving the hairstyle. This might be another S tier, honestly, just from design-wise. As far as personality goes, I mean, when you have hair like that with a color scheme like that, you're a tsundere. Tough girl, sweet underneath, gives everyone a hard time, doesn't like to show her emotions, but very skilled, very talented, very smart. Oh, Gundam, do I do this to you? Right there. Oh, that was difficult. Oh, that was so difficult. Himiko Yumeno. Really like the witch aesthetic. Really like the hairstyle. She seems like a little bit of a snobby know-it-all, though. Again, like the usage of reds and blacks is always really aesthetically pleasing to me. Plus, we got like the splash of yellow in the middle, breaking it up a little bit, just so it's not too much like similar to like something like that, right? Stands out a little bit. It has like the blue pendant on the hair. Probably a pleasant enough person. Maybe not. Maybe a little insufferable. I don't know. From a design standpoint, though, high A. I really like witch aesthetics, like, a lot. Now I gotta compare to these girls here. Probably staying right there. Rantaro Amami. Now this gives massive Kira Masaomi vibes from Dorarara. This goes back to the whole thing of, like, the very easygoing, the very, like, this dude right here. Where is he? Yeah, very much this vibe. Like, put a hand over your shoulder. Hey, come on, bro. It's no big deal. Don't worry about it. Like, he's got the same energy in that regard. This one's less of a swindler and maybe more of like a womanizer. Maybe a bit of a prick. Very full of himself, but also tries to take it easy, but will talk shit behind your back. As far as character goes, if that's what he's like, I find those types of characters fascinating, if they're well written anyway. Design-wise, he's an e-boy. It's aesthetically pleasing to look at. E-boy and e-girl can go side by side. Actually, no, he's a little bit less interesting than these characters. Low B tier. Next we have Ryoma Hoshi, F tier. I hate his stupid face. I hate his stupid outfit, his stupid chain, his stupid hat. Why is it a small child boy creature? He looks stupid. Is that a cigarette? Or a stick or something? Shove a stick in his throat? Hope he chokes on it. I don't know why. I hate this character. I hate him. I hate the design. It rubs me in all the wrong ways. A little better than stupid belly button rabbit. A little better than ugly mask dude. Yeah, high F tier. I'll give him a high F tier because he's at least more interesting to look at than these characters. This one's dropping down. This one's dropping down. Kirumi Tojo. Now, she's got a maid aesthetic, or like a rich girl aesthetic of some sort. You know what she gives me vibes of? Von Karma from Ace Attorney. They give off the same energy, like very strongly the same energy. Comes from a prestigious family of some sort, very tough as nails, wants to do what's right, but is following too closely in her family's footsteps so that she's like really awful. And you have to deal with that awful side before breaking down to the, better side of her. If you ever do. I don't know if you ever do. I really like Franziska von Karma just from a gameplay standpoint. She becomes a very interesting character in Ace Attorney. I don't super get the same vibes from Kirumi. I feel like she just stays a little bit insufferable. I like her design. I don't like her hairstyle. I hate when you can see someone's eye through their hair. That's an anime thing that I don't like. I like her spider aesthetic though on the dress. I just noticed that. High to mid C tier. There we go. Okay, next is Aji Yonaga. And I just want to say from the bat, if you've been paying attention, straight cut bangs, white hair, already in love. Love her hairstyle, love her aesthetic. She's an artist girl. Seems to be very focused on her art above all else. Like, this might be another S tier. Angie is chef's kiss. Good design. Probably really down to earth. One of those people who just like you can talk to and she's like, yeah, whatever, no big deal. Right around there, I think. All right, next up is Tenko Chabashira. What is going on with that behind her head? I don't like that. I like her hair. Oh, that's weird. Her hair is weird. It's like two separate things, then tied, then two separate things, then tied, then one long thing. And it's like one more link over here too. Weird hairstyle. Really like it though. Strong martial artist. Very strong conviction as a character. Very cute design. Headstrong. I'm feeling an A tier coming here. Not quite S tier because I don't know what's going on with the bandana thing behind her head. It's a little distracting. Definitely like a high A tier though. Like up with Sword Girl. Higher than Sword Girl? We're doing a little reorganizing. Sword Girl, the more I look at this sprite, is like down here. How low do I drop her? Right here. Low A tier. Do I want her up here though? We're doing a little reorganizing here. Give me a second. I think that's good, actually. I think that's enough. Korekiyo Shinguji. Someone with military training who could kill me without a trace without me noticing they were even there. Someone who can lurk in the shadows, who finds pleasure in the sport of hunting and killing people. Very espionage and combat focused. Terrifying. Also hiding something underneath the mask, like maybe a very vicious and terrifying grin or something. A very crazed smile. Not really a fan of military aesthetics in general, but definitely a very interesting character design. Like, seems very interesting. Oh, this is going to be a difficult B tier. Right around there, I think. So here's where we're at so far. If you guys want to take a quick look, I'll pause here for a sec. We can take it in. I'm very interested to see how my opinions change after I experience the series, too. Like, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to edit down this stream into a proper video, but I'm also going to take the VOD and upload it as a separate one. So that if someone wants to see all my opinions, it's there. Miyu Iruma, very crafty girl. The goggles tell me that she's probably, like, good at creating things, maybe. That's very much like a steampunk aesthetic goggle. Or maybe good with vehicles. Not sure what's going on with the bondage outfit. I'm noticing around, like, the waist, the torso here, the arms, the collar going on here. Maybe there's some spikes on that, on the legs as well. I don't know, like the bondage straps over the outfit. Maybe it's meant more for support. Maybe it's a vehicle thing. I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with her craftiness. She's not doing much for me in terms of design. She's probably maybe top of C tier. Definitely the most interesting of the C tier bunch, but still not like super interesting to me. Alright, Gonta Gokuhara. I have been told that this is Ultimate Gentleman. He likes catching bugs. Also very strong. I'm getting the vibes I get from this character. Tsukasa from Dr. Stone. Whereas Tsukasa is more like, I'm not afraid to murder. This is like the nicer version of Tsukasa. You know what I mean? Like very nature-oriented, very strong, wild hair. Don't mess with this dude. But just like Tsukasa from Dr. Stone is very much like if we had met under different circumstances, we could have been friends, you know? I feel like that's what that guy's deal is. I don't super like the design though. Crazy, messy hair, the big rippling muscles, the bug kit. Normally this character would be someone I would get along with this person. It's like maybe like a low A tier, high B tier, maybe around there. Next up we got Kokichi Oma, another E-boy. My god, the E-boy energy is just reeking from this character. I like the black and white design. I don't really like the checkerboard pattern that much, but like the duality between like the hair and the eyes mixed with the shirt itself. Like the dark hair, the white shirt. I like that. The streaks of purple in the hair are pretty nice. Another snobby character I'm feeling, though. Another really full of himself character. Oh, God. I don't like the... C tier... Maybe around there. That feels right. Alright, Kaito Momota. This dude I fuck with. This guy is cool. Based on the inside of his jacket, he's really into space. His hairstyle's fun and wild. He seems very motivated, very strong-willed. This is a dude that you could go out and have a chat with, play some games with. Probably really competitive at Mario Kart, you know? Like, he's always picking Rainbow Road, like the space station one, and you're like, dude, come on, like, stop picking. It's like the person who always picks Baby Park, you know? But it's Rainbow Road, so it's worse. It's not worse, it's more interesting. But, like, he's the type of, like, oh, sorry, my bad. And you can't be mad at him. I want to support this dude in his efforts to go to space. I'm feeling high A tier, maybe S tier? Like, similar to Gundam vibes. I like Gundam a lot. Maybe around there. Low S tier. Yeah, he seems pretty chill. I like him. Alright, Tsumugi Shirogane. She's very cute. I'll give her that. I like the hair color, I like the hairstyle, I like the glasses. A lot of buttons going on that outfit. I don't... Like, there's 6 buttons. Like, why? There's so many buttons going on. Maybe a little unhinged. Some deeper darkness to her. Don't super trust her. On a surface level, if you don't get too involved with her, very, very easy to get along with. If you just stay acquaintances and you don't become better friends with her. Like, you're just like, in passing, you know each other. She's very sweet. She also strikes me as the type that looks down on people, though. Not like talking shit behind their back, but just like the type that'll be like, oh, you disgusting worm, like, how dare you touch my hand kind of thing. Maybe not like to that level, but like, she sees other people as below her. But she doesn't show that very often. Similar to this blue-haired girl in terms of how much I like her, in terms of design, maybe a step lower. Alright, next we have, from what I saw on the wiki, maybe a spoiler, Monokuma's supposed children? I don't know. But this is where we start getting the bear aesthetic is dumb to death. So none of these will be higher than Monokuma for me, but they might be more interesting than some other characters. The first one has a very ninja aesthetic. I definitely respect the scarf. I don't really know how I feel about the pacifier, but I like his vibe. I think he's very, I don't know. Very something. I like him. Yeah, he's very ninja aesthetic. Similar vibes to this kid up here in the B tier. Honestly, this one, from a design aspect, is probably just a step above that kid. Then we have Monodam, which is a robot version. They also, okay, maybe they all have the pacifier because they're the children or whatever. Robot bear, kind of boring to me. Probably around there for me. Monosuke, this is the smart child, right? He's got an abacus. That means he's good at math, and he's also wearing glasses, which means he's smart. He's like, based on my calculations, you're gonna die. I like the like tiger print on the one side. I'm going with like D tier on this one, higher than the other ones. How much higher though? Not much higher, just higher than the robot maybe. Then we have Mono Kid, which is the musician kid. Pacifier with chest hair. I don't know. I'm getting like. Is that like David Bowie with the stars? No, David Bowie had a lightning bolt. That's what it was. Kiss? Yeah, Kiss is the one that had the star eye. That's what it was. But yeah, that's definitely like, you got the chest hair, you got the star eye, the guitar, whatever. Anyway, the point I'm making is not that interesting to me. Probably mid-interest for those three. I still think the ninja one's the coolest out of them so far. Then there's Monofani, pacifier, and a bra? A bear with a... Don't like this. I don't like this. I really don't like this. I really don't like this character. That's another F tier from me. Right around... there we go. Oh, we're down to the last row now. I think some of these characters I don't have. So the last characters are from the novels now. So let's start it off with Ryoko Otonashi. Very cute design. I like red hair a lot. I think it's a really nice design. Very earnest person. Not much to say other than that. Just cute. Very cute design. You know I had to do it. You know I had to do it. You know the vibes that she gives me? Easy comparison to make here. It's not just because of the hair color. It's just the general vibe. And I really like Kurisu from Steins Gate. One of the best characters to me in anime in general. And I get similar vibes. Maybe less interesting than Kurisu, but... You know what I'm getting at, right? Next is Yasuke Matsuda. What's he reading? Is he reading like Shonen Jump or something? He's reading manga though, no doubt. Anyway, I don't like his hairstyle. I don't like his outfit. I don't like the face he's given me. He also strikes me as the kind of aloof, kind of serious dude who's just like trying to get shit done, and I don't know. He's not doing much for me. D tier, around there probably. I really just don't like the design. We have Yuto Kamashiro. I don't know, this is like the quiet boy who like is very brilliant, knows more than he lets on kind of thing. I like his design, honestly. I do like his design. There's not much going for it, but it's a nice looking character. Let's go for like a B tier here, right around here. Ishiki Madurai, aka Yaoi Hands, is what I call him. I hate him. It's too clearly the bad guy to the aesthetic, you know? Creepy long tongue, long hair, huge arms, big muscles. I'm gonna kill you. I'm a bad guy. You know? Only has evil in his mind and heart, and is just like, I do what I have to do to kill you. And that's very uninspired to me. Right around there, like mid to high F tier. Not the worst thing I've ever seen, but not a huge fan of it. Then we got Soshun Murasame. Got nothing to say about him. Boring. F tier. D tier. Low D. Bottom of D tier. Same vibes as this other kid down here, but maybe slightly more interesting. It's literally just glow green. Now this character here is... I'm not sure which Danganronpa game this comes from, but their name is Swindler. Really cute design. I really like the hair. You know, very standard, basic character design. Looks like it might come from an anime of some sort, you know? Yeah, this is probably pretty high tier for me. This is gonna be... Maybe this could be like an A tier. I don't see them. But yeah, I'm gonna give them A for Akudama. Alright, now we're on to another manga. Not manga. Oh yeah, this is a manga. Or is it a novel? I don't know. Takumi Hijirihira with a Monokuma plushie. Lazy, aloof. Yeah, fine, I'll do it. I'll get it done. I don't really want to. It's such a pain. I like this character right around there in this mid C tier. Mid to high C tier. Then we got Misaki Asano. The trying too hard to be the model police officer type character. Sir, yes, sir. Absolutely, sir. As you say. Very by the books. Just wants to prove herself. Kind of boring in that regard. Cute hairstyle. Very earnest, very honest. I do like that. But it's still going to be like mid to low C. Maybe around here. Mekuru Katsuragi. Mysterious. Looking down on me, glowing eyes. I like the outfit a lot. I would be happy to have a jacket like this. The zipper's a little big though, I don't know. But I really like this aesthetic a lot. That's gonna be like a B tier maybe. Just because there's not much to go by on purely just from that one image. Right there. Okay, and then Shuji Fujigawa is the last one I have on my list. I love this character. Unapologetically a murderer. He's got that white hairstyle and smile that I love so much. He looks like the type that'll be like, haha, you got me. Yup, I'm the bad guy, and I'm gonna kill you. Hee hee hee. And I like that. I really like those characters. He's going up to like S tier, honestly. I really like that. Probably low S tier right there. And that's all I have. I could try to go just based on these tiny images that I have in front of me. Yeah, I feel like I've seen these two characters when I was doing character searches, so I don't know why I don't have them. Yeah, I'll just rank them based on these tiny images, I guess. So the first guy here, clever mastermind character, kind of an asshole. Maybe C tier. Right there. Then we have this pure, white-haired, white outfit maiden who's supposedly the picture of perfection. That's usually what that kind of character type is. I think it's a very cute aesthetic. Just based on purely the color scheme and aesthetic, it's going up to A tier at least. Oh, wait, is this... I wonder if there's a relation there. Probably. But I'm going to put it a little bit lower. Maybe like around here? This character is pretty uninteresting looking. About as interesting as this character, maybe a little bit more interesting. This guy looks silly to me. I like his design. I like the cherry blossoms. I like his hairstyle. He's going to be a B tier. He's going to be right here. And last is this Trigun looking ass right here. Vash the Stampede. I like his outfit. He's going to be A tier. He's going to be right there. And with that, we're done. It only took me 2.5 hours to sort out all these characters. Holy shit. I'll leave this up on screen for a little bit, let you guys look it over. I'll do another zoom in and a very slow scroll so you can get a closer look. But here's my final ranking on all the Danganronpa characters from every series as far as I can tell. This will probably change once I've actually played the games. But here we go. I'll do a very slow scroll for you guys to kind of get a good look. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream, and for those who are watching on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun doing this. I wouldn't mind doing this again, maybe for like Persona or something, or like, you know, just like a different franchise that I've never played before. I think that'd be really fun. And then I can play the franchise and see how different my opinions are after the fact. I'm definitely going to be doing a live reaction to this video once I've edited it down, once I've completed Danganronpa as a series. And I do plan to play all of them, if I can get my hands on all of them. I think it'll be very interesting to see how much this changes once I have actually experienced these characters and I know who they are. And I can just react in live, like live to the video like, wow, I was so wrong. Like Liddy was saying before in chat too, like, it'll be so exciting to see just how wrong I am about some of these characters. But yeah, that's just about gonna wrap it up. Thank you everyone who decided to drop by. Thank you everyone for dropping by, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night.
Run 人を優しさした際